Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm Marla. We're here for chair yoga today. So go ahead and grab any folding chair or feel free to find any seat that feels good for you. So go ahead and sit against a wall or sit on your yoga mat on the floor if that's available, or join me in the chair. Lots of choices today. So if you're following me in the chair, we're going to ground down through our feet so we make a nice connection to whatever's beneath us. And then feel 90 degrees at the hips, the knees, and the ankles. So that may require us to adjust a little bit, or make sure that you have a block handy. You can use a yoga block. You can use a book or a cereal box. If you don't have yoga props, it doesn't have to be a yoga block. You can use pillows. And then making a connection to the seat. So I scooched myself a little bit forward in my seat so that I could sit a little more upright and not be sluggish in my chair today. I feel like I want to be a little bit more active, sitting up nice and tall, and then engaging the belly. So drawing the navel in and up. So feeling that, and then so we find our effort, and then within our effort, we find some ease, we find surrender. And your hands can be grounded on your lap, or feel free to open your palms. So that feels very different internally. One feels very grounding and supportive, and one feels very open and embracing. So what do we need right now? And then let's lengthen. So I love the analogy of zipping up our jacket. So zipping up, right up the center line, feeling that nice long tall line through the spine. So we elongate and lengthen right up through the crown. And at the same time that we find this beautiful length, we also want to find this beautiful width and expansion. So we want to take up space in our bodies. We want to expand to the edges, to the boundaries of our bodies, so we come out of compression and we create length and space. And from here, closing your eyes if you haven't already. And if closing the eyes doesn't feel good, then maybe a half close or just a soft internal gaze. Because this time is really about quieting down, rebalancing, restoring, renewing. Good. As we move through this new season, moving through spring, into spring, we want to be able to let go of some of the winter heaviness, some of the pandemic energy that's weighed on us, some of the anxiety that we're bringing into this new space. Let's see if we can let go of some of it. So taking a few nice clearing breaths while we know we're still in COVID, while we know there's still going to be cold weather, we want to create a little bit of a shift internally. We still want to build heat and energy, but we want to really dig down deep and really pay attention. Really pay attention to these last few months. How did it make us feel internally? How did it make us feel otherwise? So let's take time right now for nourishment and support. Taking a few deep breaths to get into places that feel tight, places that feel bogged down, weighed down, heavy, energetically. Notice where there's feelings of compression. If you're dealing with any pain anywhere, see if we can use our breathing as a way, as a tool to reverse some of it. We know that yoga doesn't change. It doesn't fix our problems. It doesn't take away our problems. But what it does is it helps us look at the same situation with a different pair of eyes. And that's really important, especially now. So let's take a few more breaths, opening and embracing on the inhale. And on the exhale, it's very conscious, it's very steady. Take your time to push the air all the way out so that we start to really empty completely. At the end of it, very gently, we draw the navel in and up, so we're toning, we're emptying the center completely, so we're really bringing up anything old and stale. And now whenever we need to, we take all the air in, we sift it in bit by bit, nice and slowly fill up, just like we're blowing air into our paper bag. At the top, maybe just a moment, a second, where we feel that pause, we feel the inflation, we feel the change in the shape. And whenever you need to, so on your breath, because I'm talking, I lose the pace, so please follow your rhythm. Please follow a rhythm that's very steady, very soothing, where we start to feel that high, that low, that ebb and flow. So we inhale, we rise up, we fill up. At the exhale, we empty, we find our center there. We come to the midline, we come to a place that feels like home. It's safe, it's supportive. When we breathe in now, we have more air, we have more spaciousness. So it's like a marriage. We feel this warm, long, deep breath penetrating fully into our body. We open completely to it, chest, ribs, belly, low back. Wherever there's tension, wherever there's stress, we're breathing into. And now as we exhale, let's see if we can maintain the open space. Just let the air out. Push out what doesn't feel good. Push out what's bringing us down, what's weighing on the body, what's weighing on the organs. And now let's take one more just like that. Fill up completely, nice and slowly. Notice now what's happening in our lungs, how beautiful we're opening into our lungs now. This is so beneficial for our breathing health, right? Our lung health, our heart health. Pausing maybe at the top to feel this new shape. And then exhale whenever you need to. Maybe you did it already. Push out whatever you don't want. We've gotten into all these little nooks and crannies, into this base layer. Good. And now take a pause at the end of it. Notice how we feel. Let the breath come back to its natural rhythm now. And notice what that is. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Good. So let's take a moment to add on now. So we're going to add the arms. If it feels good for you to keep your arms closed, your eyes closed, go ahead and keep them closed, hands down or by your sides, and breathe in either halfway or take it all the way higher. Remember, we're just starting out. And exhale, lowering. So just taking a few like that. So this is really about the breathing. Good. The higher the arms, the more breath we take into the body. Good. So start small. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Maybe we let the arms now down by our sides. So each cycle now gets maybe a little bit bigger. Breathing in, filling up, lift up, open up, exhaling, lowering slowly. So creating a nice shift internally. So very, very powerful. Even though simple, very powerful. Good. And maybe we're going to linger a drop at the top to just wiggle our fingers. Good. And take a few circles with the wrists. Good if we've been on devices. Really important. We're just changing it up from here to here. Good. Open up. Let's take our circles in the wrists the other way. Good. Keeping the arms lifted, whatever you can. You can even just be halfway or lower. It doesn't matter where you are. Building slowly. Let's take one more deep breath in and exhale all the air out. Take a moment. Woo, notice how that feels. Just 1 minute of that breathing and having the arms lifted away from the body. That really goes a long way. Simple, simple. And you can even just do it and then take a rest in the middle of it and come back to it. So make it your own. So let's take a nice big full breath in, refresh. And exhale out what we've brought up to the surface. Just push it out. Breathe it out. And taking the hands to the heart, we're going to breathe in, open out, embrace the breath. Exhale, pull the hands center. Inhale, open big and wide. And exhale, coming into our center. Good, so you can make this into a little cat and a cow, just getting into the spine a little bit, where we open and lift and move back and forth over our pelvis, or just make it about the arms moving, opening and closing. So making it whatever pose you want it to be. Good. If you're following me in the chair, we're going to take it into a little mini cat, cow, or cat dog. So just a reminder, if you're unfamiliar, the movement is initiated from the pelvis, right? You can even put your hands on the pelvis, and I'm going to just turn to the side a moment so you can see that, how my pelvis dips back and my pelvis comes forward, and now I take it right into the spine, pulling back, coming forward. So we hollow out, we draw the navel in and up here. Very important. We want to hollow out the center as we come back and coming forward and through on the inhale. So nice and slowly, following your breath rhythm, your pace. Good. And notice what you're feeling here. Notice what's happening. And let's take 3 more cycles. Good. Last one. Inhale, open, and exhale. Reach the arms down. Full breath in. Full breath out. And now that we've opened up, we've created a little bit of heat and energy, let's take a pause from our practice to take the hands to the heart. And let's take time to share what we're creating together: strength, peace, joy, light, compassion, kindness, respect. Let's take a full breath in and exhale deeply to share. If there's any personal dedications or connections you want to make, take a pause from your practice to just connect now. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And let's just take one more full breath in. And sending out peace and light and strength all around us. And hands to the heart, reaching down, around. Inhale, take the arms up. As we exhale, let's take the right knee up and the arms are going to lower. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's lower the leg. Inhale, left side, arms lower, left knee lifts. Doesn't have to be a lot to feel a lot. And the arms are going to lift and the leg lowers. If you want to do this standing, feel free. You don't have to follow me in a chair. Make your practice your own. Good. So even if you're not following the exact rhythm or sequence, just do what works for you. Maybe less arms, less lifting, or maybe you got it both. Good. Notice what's happening internally. We're lifting not only from the breath, but from the connection of our belly. Navel's drawing in and up, keeping us strong. Good, bringing a little motion through our lower body, low back. Let's take one more here. We're gonna hold, keeping the leg lifted. Keep the tone here, the connection here. Good. If you want to add arms, take your arms out. If you want to add on, you can extend that leg. Full breath in, holding. Reaching, feeling all these lines, crown, arms wide, pressing through the soul. One more big breath and pulling that knee in and lowering, reaching the arms up and knee lifts, holding second side. So feeling the strength here. Feeling the heat building from everything working. If you want to add on, go ahead and add those arms, lifting. If you want to continue to build and add on, remember you're in charge, layering only when you feel like it, right? Building when it's safe and healthy for you. Let's take two more breaths here, finding our strength. And remember that our breath is our fuel. Let's pull this knee in and exhale, lower down. Take pause, full breath in. Deep breath out. Good, right knee lifts. Reach through the left arm. So you know me, I love my diagonal pattern, so powerful. So if you would like to add on here, you can go ahead and open the leg out and reach the arm out. So feeling this line working, only going as far as you can comfortably. Remember, just staying in the center is perfectly fine as well. Everything is a benefit if we're doing it safely with breath. Breathe back to center, inhale, and exhale, lower down. Good, so lots of heat building to really create some fire as we move through this new season. We want to get out all the winter stuff and bring some spaciousness to our body and mind to embrace all this newness coming ahead of us. Spring, a time of rebirth and renewal. So we got to follow suit internally. Let's take that leg up, left leg, second side, adding the arm or not. Stay here if you're good, or add on if you want more. Starting with the leg, we're going to open it out. If you want to take the arm out, you're going to feel this line here. So really hug in through the center so you feel your strength internally. right? When we're strong here, then everything else doesn't get burnt out. All the members of the band working together. Back to the center line. Exhale, lower down. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Taking the arms to center. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. And exhale, arms into cactus pose. Full breath in, right knee left, just floating it. And as we exhale, we rotate. So holding, right? Same thing. We want to feel leg lifting, belly strong. That twist happens right below the level, right about where your pockets would be in your sweatshirt. That's where we're twisting. And holding one more breath here. So here's where we build our resilience and our endurance to keep going a little bit longer through the winter, through this pandemic, to get to the other side. Inhaling and exhaling back to the middle, right? Fueling up. So whatever's ahead, we nail it. Hands to heart, breathing in. Reach the arms up, exhale, cactus arms. Find that, right? We're gonna add on, so we're gonna float that thigh up. Full breath in here. And if you're adding on, we're gonna rotate. Remember, we're rotating right around where our pockets are in our sweatshirt. So the leg is lifting only to the place that you can maintain your beautiful posture. We never wanna collapse or sink into the chest and the heart, right? We want to maintain that beautiful line. One more breath here, finding our strength. You got this. Inhale back to center and lower down. Exhale. Hands to heart. Breathing in. Reach the arms all the way up. And exhale. Half fold, arms wide. Airplane wings. Or let the elbows, forearms rest, or take the hands down the thighs, or reach the hands down to the floor. Do what feels best for you. Feel free to stand if you enjoy standing, and that feels good for you. You can take a standing forward fold. So really making it your own. So many choices, especially when we're doing remote teaching and remote classes. Let's take 3 deeper breaths here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, really letting go. And I love forward folding because they're so quieting, so calming, so introspective. Really gives us an opportunity to refresh internally, emotionally, energetically. And I think it's so critical, especially now. Walking ourselves up nice and slowly. Inhale. Taking our time. Reaching the shoulders once we arrive. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Take a nice deep full breath in. Take a nice full deep breath out. Let the chin soften towards the chest. Keeping the shoulders drawing back. Let's inhale, gaze up, opening into the throat, opening into our immune centers, highlighting notch of neck, breastbone area. Get into it. Stimulate your immune centers by deepening the breath and your awareness to each and every breath we're taking. Let's bring the focus back to this present moment. Another beautiful reward from our yoga is that we strengthen our focusing, our attention, our presence. Full breath in and exhale. Let the chin soften. Inhale nice and slowly back to center. Let's turn our head to the left. Let the right shoulder soften and relax. Inhale back to center, all the way to the right, freeing up the neck and shoulders. Inhale back to center. Shoulders lift up, back and down, a few easy circles again. So notice that every time we come here, we get more. We free something up between the shoulder blades, between the neck and shoulders, between the base of the neck and the top of the shoulders, the whole upper spine. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. And let's take pause for our Shavasana here. Find your Shavasana, whatever that is for you. If you'd like to lie down or get your legs up a wall, or if you want to take a little heart opener, or you want to just join me here in the chair. Let's close our eyes if that feels safe. Let's take 1 minute to pause before we move on from this space. Feeling the eyes nice and heavy. Reminder that we can always close the eyes and use it as a little curtain. We can step behind that curtain whenever we need to take a break, whenever we need a pause, whenever we need a refresh in the day, whenever we can't sleep, whenever we're not feeling our best emotionally or otherwise. We can step behind that nice silky curtain, take a break, step back, restore, breathe in, breathe out. 3 breaths, conscious, aware breaths. Take us out of anxiety and change the channel on the nervous system. Breathe in. Fill into your new chest, your new heart, and your new set of lungs. Exhale, keep all that. Just find something to soften within. One more full deep breath in together. Fill up into your belly, low back, any existing tension or tightness. Fill into it, anything else you need. And exhale, let's keep everything that you want. And let's exhale and filter out anything else that you don't. May we be happy and healthy. May we be strong and at ease. And may we be loved and loving. From my light to yours. Namaste.